So Gaijin has been keeping true to their word, and they have finally implemented some of the upcoming changes as part of their roadmap. And some of the changes we'll be talking about in today's video is the payments for repair vehicles, the ability to copy detailed battle results, and the most important one, at least for me, is the modification to the Gunner Commander site. But let's add just a little bit of context before we go ahead and dive into these current changes. Now, if for some reason you've been playing War Thunder and you haven't been noticing some of the glaring issues that presented itself over the previous month and a half, I would honestly say you are blessed with complete ignorance, as that is just, it's amazing that you can avoid all this kind of stuff. Trust me, it was a total shitstorm last month with review bombings, Gaijin being completely tone deaf with their responses on how they handle these issues, and even a bit of a boycott, which didn't go as far as many had hoped it would have. But out of the ashes of complete and utter community failure on Gaijin's part, they finally caved in and gave us a roadmap to look forward to, which is this right here. Now, currently, we are sitting right here, and that roadmap is still very long. So, without further ado, let's talk about the current changes that came on just this morning. At least it was for my time. So let's start at the very top. The compensation for automatic vehicle repairs and automatic ammunition refills. In short, if you're a premium account owner, which I think most of us should be at the very minimum, if you have the automatic refill and repair set for all of your vehicles, this is going to give you a detailed list of what you spent, how much you spent when you were being destroyed, how much you spent on ammunition, and you would get otherwise compensated for it, but it really depends on the situation. I assume if you team kill, you probably won't be compensated for anything, which is a good thing in my honest opinion. And conveniently enough, that leads into the very next one. The payments for repairs of vehicles destroyed by your allies has been disabled. In easier words, if you get destroyed by a teammate, you don't have to pay for it anymore, and your next respawn in the same session is going to be for free. But when it comes to the next one, the rewards table being added to the personal message window. Now, this is a quality of life update in my opinion. This basically shows you, if you click right here, it'll show you the entire detailed stats, everything that you did in that previous game, and you can copy it to your notepad if you want to share this off to your friends. Although keep in mind that you can manipulate those numbers pretty easily, okay? So take whatever your friend sends you with a grain of salt. And speaking of, well, a giant grain of salt, this next one is brilliant as well. When you buy a premium vehicle, you will now be given a specific number of backups. It depends on the rank, and it tells you before you buy the vehicle itself. So now you have no excuse to leave the game after the first death, okay? You are now given a specific amount of backups, unless you burn through all of them and you're out. And I guess there's that too, but hey, you know what? Something is better than nothing. Now, will this be given to existing premium vehicles? I haven't checked. If you have noticed it, let me know in the comment section below. I just haven't seen it, right? Maybe I'm seeing it, maybe I don't. This next one is actually really nice too. You will now be given spawn points, mission points, it says, for helping repair or extinguish fires for their allies, right? It'll tell you if you repair each player or assist, it's 40 points, up to 10 times per session, which is really nice, or 150 for each fire put out, no limits. I mean, you only have 2 FPE. If you really want to use it on your teammate, that's completely fine. Naval, same thing for the most part. If you hear that in the background, I'm doing laundry right now, and that's very loud. I'm sorry. And last, but most certainly not least by any stretch, is this change, which I have been bugging for a very long time. The commander taking a moment before he takes over controls of the weapon. Now, there's a little bit of a caveat to this. If you are already sitting in the commander's site, you can still utilize the weapon anyways. Now, I personally play in the commander's site way more often than I should, honestly, which helps me a lot during the sim battle, the whole offset stuff. If you've been playing squad or any of the 10 game where you use the commander gunner site stuff, trust me, it's pretty much the same thing, and it's a nice skill to have. But what happens is it takes a quick moment, as you see right here, before the commander operates the gunner's position. But now this basically gives you just a little bit of time to either have a follow-up shot or maybe not a follow-up shot, depending if you're maybe an autocannon, etc., or to get away from the individuals, seeing that, hey, I knocked out his gunner, let me go ahead and pull back just a little bit because I have enough time before his commander operates the weapon and I can get away as I reload. Does that kind of make sense? So this Gaijin, yes, well done. And that's it for when it comes to these changes. I am really glad to see this kind of stuff come into the game. And it's nice to see the level of transparency Gaijin has given us. Given my almost 9-ish, 10-ish years on this game, I completely forgot, right? I think it's been 9 years. Gaijin has been pretty, I wouldn't really say stuck up. That's probably not the good way to go about it, but they've definitely had a pull up their butt, for sure. And having these changes be entirely transparent and they follow through with it, just, it's nice. Now, I get it, right? Content partner with Gaijin, I understand it. But let's be honest here. At the end of the day, I'm a player and I get mad at this game more often than I should. And to see them do this and follow through with it is a huge thing and a very nice change of pace. But I'm curious, and I'm also a little skeptical. Will they stick with this? Do you believe that Gaijin is going to stay the course, follow this roadmap, and actually improve our experience in the game? Although I've been hearing some people say, nowadays anyways, that it benefits the bots, which they do exist, by the way. I don't know why Gaijin ignores it. They do exist, and it's annoying as hell. Let me know down in the comment section below while you're at it. Swinging down there, that is. Don't forget to check out my 3% discount link. If you buy anything in the War Thunder store, use it. It saves you money. I get paid. What's not to love? And finally, if you want to see this gameplay live of the Jumbo I just played, which I did really well in, or any other gameplay for that matter, feel free to check out my live streams over on Twitch and occasionally here on YouTube during the evenings, my time, morning, EU time. Cool? It's very random. I'm sorry. So again, with all that being said, I appreciate you guys so much for taking the time to watch this. I will see you not only in the next video or even the streams, but most certainly in War Thunder itself and enjoying these new changes. I'll see you next time.